right, welcome into PrizePicks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick at 5 Reasons Sports. Above me, I got David Friedman. You can follow him at Talk About Sports. And above him, I got David W. Eversole. Make sure you use that code 5, F-I-V-E. Get your initial deposit matched up to $100. You can download PrizePicks from the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, or PrizePicks.com. But only if you use that code, you're going to get those up to $100. So you don't have to put down $100. You want to put down $50 to get $50. That's fine. But they'll give you $100 off the $100. Of course, you can play NBA, NHL, and all the other sports as well. But today we're going to focus on the conference championship games, 2 coming up. Of course, you got in the NFC, the Eagles and the 49ers, and then in the AFC, the Bengals and the Chiefs. So we're going to start. Let's start with the Bengals and, let's start with the Eagles. Let's start with the Eagles and the 49ers first and what we like in that game. And let's give an Eagles pick first and then go from there. I'm going to go for some punts. I'm going to say minimum of 3.5 punts. I'm going to go over. They're facing the best defense in the league. As good as the Eagles offense is, and it certainly is good, and you could throw in a pick or 2 there. I'm going to go over. I see there, David Eversole putting it up. Only 2 of the last 5 have they gone over, but I'm going to go over in this one. Say over 3.5 punts. Not very exciting, I understand that, but in the NFC Championship game. Freeman, what you got?
I'm going to go over 5 receptions for Devontae Smith. You can't run the ball against the 49ers. So they're going to throw the ball a lot. Devontae, I think he's over 5 catches. 4 of the last 5, 5 of the last 5, something like that. I have Jalen Hurts throwing the ball over like 32.5 times too. So I think that number is pretty safe there.
Do you like Devontae Smith over 9 targets? I was looking at that number also.
I like A.J. Brown on targets. So I think the targets could be spread out more, but like I said, I think he's throwing the ball 33 times at least. So you do the math there. I think they'll all be above targets,
Eversole, what you thinking?
I'm going to go to the other side of the ball with that Philly defense like we talked about. They had 5 sacks last week with the Giants. You got a rookie quarterback back there. I think there's going to be some issues with him, deciphering what they're doing on defense. So I like Philly over 2.5 sacks in this one on the road versus a rookie quarterback.
What do you like on the Niners side? We'll go back the other way.
On the Niners side, I think tying into that, if Purdy's going to have any success, he's going to have to get the ball out quickly. He only completed 1 pass last week that went more than 20 yards in the air. I think he's going to have to work the intermediate of the field, and George Kittle seems to be kind of getting his groove at the right time. So I'm going to take Kittle over 45.5 receiving yards against Philly.
Friedman?
Y'all hate on Brock Purdy so much, first of all. He had no pick, by the way, last week. So I have CMC that I told you guys. I'm actually going to go Robbie Gould. The CMC thing, I realized the calf injury, I'm kind of iffy. Robbie Gould over 1.5 field goals to mix it up on you. Look, it is going to be a lower scoring game, I think, close game. And yeah, look at, that team knows how to play in the playoffs to win those close games. So I think he gets at least 2.
He's automatic too.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I know you're going to say I'm hating on Purdy, but saying he's going to throw 1 pick, I know he didn't do it last week. That's not hating. I'm going to go over 0.5 pick. It is the NFC Championship game. He is a rookie 7th rounder. I think he throws a pick. I think they force him into a pick of some kind. Maybe it's trying to come back at the end of the game. We'll see, although I actually have them to win the game. We'll see. But I think saying he throws 1 pick is fairly reasonable. All right, on the other side, let's start with Bengals. Let's go to the Bengals playing the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Bengals. I'm going to go with Mixon. I believe I took him over, was it 4 catches or 5 catches? 3 catches, even better. I think he goes over on the catches today. I think, again, Burrow is going to have to throw the ball a lot, but there will be some dump-offs. You see there he's gone over 3 of the last 5 times, so out of the 3 catches. So I feel fairly comfortable with that. Freeman.
I have Mixon on rushing yards over, but I think Pirine is the guy I like on the receptions there. And honestly, I don't know if Burrow has to throw as much as it would have been that way if Mahomes was healthy, I guess. I just don't see – I think they're going to play it tight to the vest. And there's been these matchups with them, 24-27, 27-24, 24-21. Like they're not those high-scoring games that we expect. In these playoff games, it's been more balanced for them. So, I'll go Mixon over the rushing yards, 56.5.
Eversole?
We're going to go with the Bengals. I think for Cincinnati, I have Tyler Boyd over 15.5 receiving yards in the first half. I think Burrow's going to want to set the tone, spread the ball around a little bit, but I think Boyd gets involved early and often. I think he goes over 15.5 receiving yards in the first half.
Chiefs?
I'm going to take Pacheco. I know obviously the Mahomes injury is the big thing. I think, and obviously Kelsey's a little bit banged up as well. So the weather's supposed to get a lot colder. I think it's going to be feels like 6 degrees there. I think they might lean a little bit more on the running game than they would typically in this matchup. So I like Pacheco over 47.5 rushing yards. He's been really good over the last few weeks.
Freeman?
Same thing there, by the way. I like McKinnon as a sneaky play there because I think they'll run the ball more. But anyways, I'll go the Kadarius Toney over 3.5 receptions. I think they need to get the ball to people quickly, and he can do stuff after the catch. I think he's the most dangerous, explosive guy they have other than Kelsey. So I think they'll get the ball to him a bunch today.
You know what I like? I'm going to go counter to you guys on this. I think Mahomes is going to throw a lot. I feel like there's a little bit of a rope-a-dope going on here, and I've seen this before. I'm going to say he goes over on passing attempts today. I know, again, that's counterintuitive to logic and what everybody else is saying, but there also is a need, I think, on their part and his part in particular to kind of feel that they can beat this team. He kind of was anointed as the guy, and then last year things slipped back a little bit because of this loss. I actually think he's going to have a big game today. So I'm going to go over on the passing attempts. But with one thing we didn't mention, and we should have mentioned this at the very beginning, Joe Burrow just needs to throw for 1 yard. So anything that you guys do today, they're still putting this up there. It's just ridiculous. Half a passing yard. So throw it into anything you do. If you were going to do 2 players, do 3 and include him. I think he's going to go over the half a passing yard. So use that code 5, FIVE, get your initial deposit matched up to $100, but they're basically giving you a free square today. So if you're going to play 4, play 5. If you're going to play 3, play 4, and go from there. For David, for me, I'm just hoping that Bam can get some rebounds in the second half here. He's going to screw up my Burrow prop, even though he's scoring great today. He's got literally 1 rebound. Everybody have a good day. We'll be back during the week, and obviously we're going to do a ton of Super Bowl stuff. We'll probably evaluate every prop on the board as it comes up. Use that code 5, FIVE.